Howdy, y'all. I'm your game show reviewer, reviewing the game show greats and the occasional dud. And welcome, everyone, to the first installment of this live stream, Video Game Shows Live. Now, I want to take a moment and say a couple things right quick. One, first off, you'll notice that my screen ends right here and right here. So let's just break that illusion right now. Two, I got my little dogs running around here, so they may pop up time to time. And, yeah, I don't really have much else to say, other than this is my first time ever attempting a live stream like this, so let's just hope things go nice and according to plan. Alright, so with that in mind, let's move over to this screen. Ooh, and we already have quite a few people on here. Okay, nice. Alrighty. So, here's what we're going to do first. First and foremost, let's go over the rules of the live chat there, which we have going there. Okay, so, rules of the live chat, they read like this. One, first and foremost, let's keep things relatively clean, please. I ask you to keep your language to PG to PG-13 levels or so. So, you know, that's just for courtesy and all that. You always welcome to join us. Oh, okay. I'm always welcome to join you over at the other live chats. Okay. And hey, Gatekeeper, welcome aboard. Okay, so that was rule number one. Keep it relatively clean. Rule number two. There's a 30-second delay in the live chat, by the way, just so you know. Rule number two, we obey the Linus van Pelt Rule here. There are three things I don't want in the chat, really, and they're the same three things that Linus van Pelt disliked discussing in public: politics, religion, and especially the Great Pumpkin. Okay, just no. Okay. Three. No personal questions, as usual. You know, I had that rule back when I did the behind-the-scenes special. That rule still applies. I won't answer them. Let's see here. Four, please don't self-promote yourself. Like, if you have your own thing, you know, I might plug you every now and then, but don't self-promote and spam the chat. And also, don't spam for my attention. You know, I'm going to be mostly playing the game. But you know, I'll be looking over at the live chat every now and then. Five, let's also keep in mind that not everyone has the greatest bandwidth. You might have already noticed that my bandwidth is kind of choppy. So I'm gonna hope that everything goes nice and well there. Let's see, and so in that vein, let's go ahead and keep emojis to like 3 or less. And it looks like so far we're doing well on that. Would you ever review some UK game shows? You know what? I'm very much considering reviewing some UK game shows. They are actually kind of fun. Let's see. Hi, Edmund Slimer, and how do you pronounce that? Aiden? Yeah, thank you. And 6, of course, let's just have some fun. So, yeah. The rules you can find in the description below this video, and they'll always be the same. We'll always go over them. All right. Now, that being... And also, let me know if I'm, popping the mic here. I can see I'm going into the red occasionally. But let's also do this. Okay, so you might notice right next to me the color bars which say, Guess the Game Show. On this card, I have clues to the game show that we're going to be playing today. So I'm going to read off these clues. Go ahead and just go ahead and put them on there. Just go ahead and put them in the live chat, okay? And I'll watch, okay? Ready? Here we go. Here are the clues to tonight's game show. This show ran for 7 seasons from 1989 to 1996. It had a revival in 2008 for 2 seasons. Both games that we're playing tonight were developed by Game Tech, and I believe both were released in 1991. At least that's what I found. One was developed, I believe this first one was developed by Incredible Technologies, and the other was developed by Imagitech Design. All right, you have to the end of the music cue. What is the game show? And let's see, we already got some guesses. American Gladiators, American Gladiators, American Gladiators, American Gladiators, American Gladiators, American Gladiators, American... Would it have helped if I had said Hulk Hogan hosted the revival? Oh my god, okay. So, we have a few fans of American Gladiators. There's no point in having the music cue anymore. I'm just going to turn that off now. Okay. No, it is American Gladiators. Double Dare. You know, there is an NES Double Dare. I do have it. Guts. There is also a NES Guts. I don't have that one yet. Notice the keyword there. Yep, so as most of the live chat guessed, we are, of course, playing the NES version of American Gladiators. We are going to go with the... we're going to basically do the full battery. I know this game. I know this game quite well. Okay, I played it a lot when I was a kid. I got some things to say about it. No, I don't want to. I want... I only want to think about Mark Summers as the host of Double Dare. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's get going. We're starting from the beginning. Hopefully we'll get all the way to the Eliminator. So our first 4 events are only 5 events, my mistake. Joust, Wall, Human Cannonball, Powerball, Assault. Which one am I doing first? See a vote for Powerball. Wall. 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 Joust. Joust. Wall. Powerball. Human Cannonball. Joust. Looks like a lot of the votes are for the Wall, though. Joust. Okay, Wall and Joust are more or less tied right now. Joust. I think Sarah already reviewed the Australian adaptation of Press Your Luck, actually. We might be doing more of that. I said no politics. Thank you very much. Wall. Okay. Then that's it. We're going to go for the Wall. The Wall, guarded by lace. Now I've got you in my web. You know, I absolutely love those 8-bit portraits. They actually look quite good. So, all right, here we go. So yeah, first thing you notice, this looks absolutely nothing like the game show. But in 8 bits, you really couldn't expect anything that was approaching the game show, unless it's a puzzle game. You know, like Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy. Ah, darn. Okay, sorry. Yeah. You're right. Jason Harris did host Double Dare 2000, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. You'd think someone who calls himself the game show reviewer would know that. I even mentioned him in my review. Okay. See, the AI works to your advantage in the fact that that it's kind of dumb. Yeah, so when was the last time you watched American Gladiators and you saw a wall that had that kind of a turn on it? Okay, Jeopardy is a quiz game. It's America's quiz show. Okay, and then there's another gladiator right there. You know, when I was a kid for the longest time, those 2 bars, I thought they were the top because I could never get past this. So you can imagine my surprise when I turn the corner and there's more wall. Let's see. One of those is a trap, 2 of those have gladiators, and this one is free and open. God, I love the crazy sound effects. Now, you know, I go on and on and on about the about, you know, how games should be, you know, very close to their you know, video game shows should be as close as possible to their to the show they're based on. I might have to eat my words on that. Aw, I hate those gloves. I'm not kidding. I really hate those gloves. They cause me more trouble than it's worth. Come on. Fall. Thank you. That would have been entertaining. Okay, so now we're just going to go across and down and up. See, can you imagine the real wall from American Gladiators being translated into an 8-bit game like this? I'm going to say that very specifically again. Can you imagine the real wall being translated into an 8-bit game like this? I want to make sure I said that very, very specifically. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is just like a Mario level in that once you go up, you can't go back down. You know what? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna avoid those gloves. I do better without them. That, and I can actually get past these gladiators somewhat easier. Haha. And guess what? I am free and clear to the top. One other thing, that timer up there in the corner has absolutely no bearing on anything. It can always run down. It'll run down to 0 and no issues. So the wall completed. I have 3 lives. I wasted 2 lives on that. Oh my god. All right, 4 events left. What am I doing next? That wall was ridiculously long, is what that was. Okay, assault, powerball, joust, assault, assault, cannonball, joust, joust, cannonball. Looks like most of everyone is going for either... Well, there's another vote for assault. Okay, then we're going to do assault next. Now, I'm going to say this right now. This game is bar none my favorite on the real show and in this game. It's also, sadly, the closest you're going to get to the real game. I mean, except for the fact that you have to hit the gladiator 3 times and he has to hit you 3 times, which is a good thing. Otherwise, I would have just lost. Now, of course, that number does go up as difficulty increases. Oh. Okay. All right. Trivia apps, HQ games. I don't have much of an opinion on them, actually. Yes, that's right. Laser is the gladiator. Those did look like whammies, didn't they? Okay, so Powerball, joust, joust, Powerball, 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 joust. I honestly don't know how long this streaming session is going to last. We'll just have to find out together. Joust, Powerball, Powerball. Powerball and a spin. Okay, I like that. Okay, it looks like most of the votes are for Powerball, so we're going to go for Powerball. The Gladiator is gold, by the way. Now, this is unique in that it's the only game... well, one, it's the only game they would have been an absolute fool to not include. It's also the only game in this entire NES version that you cannot lose at. There's also technically no way to win. This is really technically just a bonus round. Ugh. Still gotta love these 8-bit sprites. Yeah, man. Alright. And up. And what do you get if you fill all 5? 1 up. I needed that. will say the center one is the hardest one to get to. So, oh come on, let me through. Not that it matters much. The other thing you get for stuff in one of the pockets is points, which are about as useful as they are in Mario. So, all right, Joust Human Cannonball. Joust Human Cannonball. Let's see some votes. Oh, I'm sorry. I know there's a delay here. Okay, Joust. Skyrim punching. Joust Cannonball. Joust Cannonball. Joust. Okay. Looks like we're going for Joust. This one is fun. Gladiator is Nitro. Either you love me or you hate me, or you love to hate me. I'm going to go with the latter. Now, these start off really easy. What I also like about this, by the way, in the real show, you know, you take your place on the pedestal, you knock off the gladiator. In fact, on the real show, what I just did would have been illegal. As you remember, on the real show, you could not go to the other platform. It was an illegal move. So now we have another gladiator, probably Gemini. Oh. Come on. What I also like, by the way, you have to fight 4 gladiators as opposed to the real Joust where you only had to fight 1. And bye-bye. Okay. 2 and yep, here we go. After so many years of playing this game, oh yeah, the blocking move. I never do it. Never do it for one reason. It actually pushes you back, and 2, I know the patterns, so there's really no reason for me to do it. All right, the power up, got it. Oh, I lost it. It's okay. This is level 1. He's still relatively easy beatable. He's basically the reverse of what the second one was. Oh, go that way. Yay! Let's see. I think so. The game show reviewer storyline will be continued as soon as it can, really. I mean, it's really all dependent on what what kind of time I have to produce it. So, okay, so I would say vote, but yeah, we only got one left. So, Cannonball. Yeah, and I can understand why. I can understand why. So yeah, here we go. And the gladiator here was Gemini, by the way. I love the animation where they go flying. It's hilarious. Okay. All right, now I know. Past the first one, and we go on the second one. Is that laser? Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, well there you go. That's a Human Cannonball, and that is the preliminary round. There are no other events. It's always the same 5, but you can do them in whatever order you want. Level 2 now, and back up to 5 lives. All right, so welcome to the quarterfinal rounds. Joust, Wall, Cannonball, Powerball, Assault. Vote. Yeah, that's actually that works. Gemini first, then Laser, then Nitro, then Gemini got back. All right, looks like Assault. Joust, Powerball, wall, joust, joust. This will answer that question if I'm playing on an emulator or reel. Very much a real NES. In fact, it's a top loader. I had some difficulty getting this to work. Nope, you actually have to play all 5 in the preliminaries, you have to play them in the quarter, you have to play them in the semi, and you have to play them in the finals in order to get to the eliminator. So, that's right, Tube Wings. You have to clear all 4 levels in order to get to the eliminator. Okay, it looks like from the votes we had Joust as the winner. Oh, by the way, I like this. I can push any button I want, and they're always going to appear in the same order. Joust, wall, cannonball, powerball, assault. Okay, so Joust. Nitro, let's get busy. Okay. Now, they add a new move. They can do the overhand hit now. See, that's what makes this difficult is there's new patterns. In this instance, they add a new move. They get more complicated. With Gemini, it's always a good bet it's going to be an upper or a lower hit. If that's Gemini, I'm not 100% sure. I always just assumed it was. Okay. I'm trying to remember what the patterns are, so I may screw this up royally. And there's my power up. Maybe this time I'll actually get to use it. Haha! One hit, gone. I love that. Thunder for the first and third. Looks like Joan. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Now, maybe y'all can hear it better. Is that the same scream as Cannonball? It sounds like the same scream as Human Cannonball. All right. Wall, Powerball, Cannonball, Assault. Yes, it is, and we will be playing that a little later. I want to clear this one. I want to make my best attempt at this one. Thank you. I want to make my best attempt at this one. We're going to get as far as, the first... basically when I absolutely lose and don't have any continues. Looks like, say Cannonball, wall, wall, assault, wall... Wall, wall... Alright, so Powerball? No. Okay. Looks like the vast majority of you are voting for wall, so we're going to do the wall. Back with lace, but check out this wall. Oof. If you weren't ready for that, that'll blind you. What I like about this wall is the rungs actually look like, like actual handholds. The last one, they're just kind of like dots. Okay, and we're gonna go this way. I used to always think, in my area, they aired a different season of American Gladiators on the weekends as opposed to the weekdays, and the season that the wall they did American Gladiators on, it looked very similar, in color palette, at least, the sheer white. It looked very similar to what they aired on Saturday, so when I was a kid, I always thought, this is the Saturday wall, as opposed to the weekday wall, which was wall number 1. Yeah, I have to agree with everyone there. I mean, this is a horrible color palette. I mean, okay, that scraping sound you may hear in the background, that's my dog trying to dig into the carpet. Don't want to entangle my dog there. All right, so there's an easy way to get through, those little rungs there, but I don't feel like taking it. I feel like playing it a little safe. And by the way, remember what I said about the timer in round 1? Watch, my timer's getting ready to expire. Okay. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go again. Gladiators 2000? Are you referring to the remake? Fan dude? Oh, they're both here. It's just I haven't triggered them both at the same time. They will trigger at the you have to trigger 2 of them at the same time. So yeah, they are both here. Both Lace and Zap. See? Ooh, hate that one. And there's one more, I believe. Yep. Get that far. Okay. You know what? I've never seen the Gladiators 2000. I'm ashamed to admit. And the top. Okay, that's the end of that god-awful color palette. You see? Oh well, no points. Alright, Cannonball, Powerball, Assault. Ryan Seacrest hosted that one? Oh man. In case you're curious, it's just water I'm drinking. Okay. Cannonball. Is that pronounced tenable? No, I have not. Okay, Cannonball, Powerball, Cannonball, 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 Powerball. Hey, Gold Glee Gamer. Welcome to the live stream. Alright, so it looks like most of the votes were for Cannonball, so I'm going to go for Human Cannonball. You want to talk about color schemes? Oh, God. Oops. Oh, that's not even. That's not much better. There we go. Well, I'm doing horrible. How many lives do I got? I got 2 lives left. I got 1 life left. Like I said, let's keep the let's keep the emojis to 1. Although yes, I share this sentiment. All right, now those power gloves, they not only allow you to slide up and down that one rope, they also allow you to slide up and down this one and grab the one up, which I desperately need at this point. And yeah, I'm sure he did not like that hit. Zordon, once again, emoji limit is 3, so please, let's keep it under that, please. Alright, Powerball, Assault. Take your vote. I got one of my dogs right here, so. That's alright. 1, 2 for Powerball. Oh, yeah, Power Salt, yeah. Okay, I'll include that in Powerball since that's the first word I saw. So 4 for Powerball, 5 for Powerball, 6 for Powerball, Powerball, Powerball. One can't help but get the feeling you want me to do Powerball. All right, Powerball it is. With gold. since y'all are pretty good at naming the gladiators, who are the gladiators here? I know one of them's gold. One of them is probably lace. Who's the center one? Okay, back and forth. You know what? The color palette's it's not that bad. I prefer the round 1 color palette for Powerball, to be honest. But this one's not too bad. The next one is probably the worst one. I mean, I like the colors and all, but denied my 1-up, and I kind of needed it too. Look at that! I've got 2 lives left. Diamond. Yeah, okay. I like that one. Forget Powerball. Why not Mega Millions? Whoever pays out the most, right? All right, so let's go onward to Assault with Laser. Big game goes down. Yeah, we'll find out. All right, so the one and only difference here, well, there's 2 actually. I got to hit the Gladiator 4 times. Okay, let me grab the weapon here. By the way, the rules here, they are the same as the actual show. You might remember if you failed to hit the Gladiator, you could always cross the finish line. Oh, luckily I didn't have to go that far. What's my favorite game show? Press Your Luck. You know what? I think I remember that gladiator named Sonny. All right, we are now in the semifinals. Joust, Wall, Human Cannonball, Powerball, Assault, and I've only got 3 lives. Out of there, Aiden. I think I pronounced that right. One for Powerball. One for the Wall. The Wall? Seriously? Where was it I lost all my lives? Oh, absolutely. Big bucks, no whammies. Wall, Joust. Let's see, more Wall. 80s version is actually my favorite. Yeah, oh, thank you. I'm gonna say the 80s version is my favorite. There's just something so nice and classical about that. Okay. Looks like we're going for the Wall. Oh, here we go. Hope y'all are having fun here. Hope I'm not overly boring with my rambling here. Check out this Wall. At least this one's not, really horrible to look at. Malibu Sunny only lasted. Yeah. All right, here we go. I believe there's a gladiator around here somewhere. Crap. Okay, at least it didn't come from the top. Okay. And we move over and back up. Okay, I'm gonna go to this top rung and I'll show you why. Can you imagine going for those gloves the very first time and then this gladiator appears? No thanks. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Name your favorite gladiator. I'll say mine is Gemini. Let's see. Nitro, Saber. Awesome, Rusty. Nitro. That's what I liked about American Gladiators. There was that's a really crappy place to put a gladiator right there. I mean, come on. Okay, now check this out. Stop the whammy up. Eastern 50 whammy. Where can I join the Stop the Whammy Abuse Corporation? I like that. That's good. Okay. And gone. 2 lives left. Oh, that sucked. Alright, well, at least I have a better knowing of where the gladiators are. Alright, and I also know now, I forgot about that second one. I think there's a way to trigger that one before you climb that little opening. Because climbing that little opening while the gladiator's right behind you is just suicidal. Goodbye. Alright, down the wall, over to the gloves that are simultaneously a blessing and a curse. I mean, seriously. I usually actually just wait for them to expire. You know, I'm kind of curious if you can actually get through there. I don't think you could. If you can get through there and avoid this really crappy part here. Haha. Alright, I'm going to climb up here as high as I can go and see how many gladiators I trigger. There's the other one. Alright, now I should be able to climb this little portion in peace now. I cannot afford to waste any more lives. There we go. I think these are just, you know, stock gladiator models. Haha. Now there's another one. Check this out. This wall is so big there were 2 pairs of gloves on it. But the second one... I want to trigger it without getting the gloves. There's a gladiator there. In fact, you know what? I'll do this. There we go. What would you have predicted, Golden Glee Gamer? Because I'll be honest, I did not think I'd be doing a live stream. I've just been watching a lot of live streamers, and I figure, you know what? Maybe y'all would want to see something like this. So I just hope I'm living up to your expectations, or at least entertaining you. Because, you know, if I'm not entertaining you, what's the point? And the top. Well, luckily, John, luckily that's why they that's why the time limit is, you know, absolutely worthless. It's just for points, which again is absolutely pointless. So what were your options on the opinions on the Star Wheel use? The first spin was hilarious when they introduced the Star Wheel. And you know, it was an attempt to get everyone away from just choosing Richard, and the first spin ends up being Richard. That was hilarious. That was utterly hilarious. Okay. Looks like Cannonball. Powerball. Go on and vote, people. Human Cannonball. I did not even know there was an encyclopedia of TV game shows. I need to get my hands on that now. Cannonball. Joust. Looks like the majority is pointing toward Human Cannonball, so that's what we are going to do. Human Cannonball. Oh, God. We introduced a new game mechanic here. Yeah, well, if you're playing this completely blind, yeah, he's not wrong. Oh, what? Look at this. Here's a new mechanic. Wide open chasms! Whew. And jumping blind to get the power gloves. Mainly because I need that extra life. Okay. Anyone who has played this game knows what has to happen here. Or should I say, I have to actually wait here. I got no choice. I gotta wait here because otherwise I will miss. Golden Glee Gamer. Name something you pass around. And yeah. I don't know why it's right there at that exact moment, but it is. I actually think on this one you can actually go earlier. I have to double check that, but I didn't want to with only having 3 lives. Alright, so Powerball Assault. Oh, and Joust, sorry. Alright, we have an error. Error 404 here. Yeah, John. Yeah, I'll actually agree with that. Let's see here. Joust. There's a lot of joust and a few power balls. I am actually more or less in agreement with you, Games Galore. I'm tempted to actually go for Powerball to get my extra lives because I'm down to 3. I don't see any way I'm going to get 9. Which is like how many you need to get past the Eliminator. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Name something a burglar would not want to see when he breaks into his house. That's a good one. Yeah. I will say this. I think the reason why Steve Harvey's era seems more wild than Richard Dawson's is, come on, let's face it. That's it's just the era that we live in. So, all right, onward. We're gonna do Joust. I believe that's the one that got the most votes. So here we go, Joust. Look at this color palette. By the way, I actually like how you can't match the gladiator blow for blow. To hit him while he's doing an overblow, you have to do an underblow. To hit him when he's doing a middle blow, you have to do an overblow. And to hit him while he's doing an underblow, you have to do a middle blow. I kind of like that. Oh yeah, Fan Dude, that's a good one too. Ooh, boy, yeah. Actually, that's just supposed to be the floor of the arena. That's not supposed to be water. Something I was gonna mention earlier. I like how in the original show, the way you actually get down from these pedestals is you actually just jump off. When I was a kid, that's what I did. I did not jump over to these other platforms. I just jumped off because I figured, okay, the game's over. Just like the real show. Boy, was I in for a rude awakening on that. See, I think this guy has 4 middle blows, 1 underblow, and then 1 overblow. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. All right, give him a power up. Something I found out, by the way, all these last ones, all of the last Geminis, they all have the same one, the same opening hit. It's always an overblow. Titan games. You know, I've heard about Titan games. I haven't seen anything specifically on it yet. Oh yeah, 404 error. Yeah, I remember that one too. Where Steve just goes in total sarcasm mode, just like, well, you know, I'm just gonna have a look around. Yeah, that's the one. Let's see here. Okay, Powerball, Powerball, Powerball. Welcome aboard, Joe. Powerball. UK version of Match Game or Gladiators? Unfortunately, the answer is no to both. All right, so looks like we got a lot of votes for Powerball. I'm going to go with Powerball. Here we go. Check out this color palette. I mean, I will give it this. It makes everything stand out quite a bit. Ugh. Ugh, come on. Let me through. Alright, I want my free life. Only... Yes! Excuse me. Only in round 1 have I ever been able to get 2 free lives on this game. And obviously not in this live stream. Haha, center. Alright. Yeah, actually it is. Yeah, NES Powerball is way easier than TV Powerball. Okay, onward to Assault, which, by the way, I believe has a similar color palette, so yeah, get ready for that. Here we go. Oh, never mind. You know, imagine. I mean, I know a laser up there looks like a whammy somewhat, but can you imagine a whammy animation based on this laser? You know, shooting. That'd probably be a good double whammy on Todd Newton's show. Looks like I'm gonna end up crossing the finish line on this one. I don't like to, but I'm going to anyway. Mainly because I didn't want to lose that last life. Okay, so we're in the finals now. Level 4, up 100 points and 5 lives. Oh, you were? Okay. Let's see. How would you feel about game shows where contestants are shown blank question spaces? Oh, sorry. It's moving a little faster for me. Well, you know what? Plump Plump Show host. I was a little indifferent on the pyramid set, but it just immediately grew on me. You know, it really did. You know, I think I remember that instance too, fan dude. Alright, so we'll see if we can get to the eliminator before you have to go, Gatekeeper. Alright, so it looks like we're doing the wall. Yep, okay. Check out this wall. Actually, I like this wall's color palette. It actually is nice and complementary. It's not as gaudy to look at as the other walls, but it is the hardest of the walls, and you will find out why here in a second. It is ridiculous. And by the way, other than the round 1 wall, I actually have the most practice on this wall. I memorized the password when I was a kid to the finals because I always just wanted to play the finals. So look at this. Look at that. I mean, want to talk about a predetermined path? Come on. There's a comparison. This wall looks like Donnie Mid's set. Just a whole bunch of rungs hung on girders. Okay, now we climb down this. That's just very cheap putting those gladiators there. In my humble opinion, of course. Ah, freedom. Ah. Alright, let's have a look see at the chat here. I don't know. Trivia trap or hot streak for 5-minute review. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I haven't reviewed any dud game shows. You know, I know my saying is, reviewing the game show greats and the occasional dud. I have a hard time with duds. I know they're out there. Thing is, I'm just very familiar with the greats. So, I mean, yeah, I'll eventually try to get to a dud. Okay. We're in the land of the red crosses, apparently. Let's go ahead, move over here. And up. There's one more gladiator, I believe. Right there. You know what? I want to review Russian Roulette. I really do. I rather enjoyed that show when it first came out. But I can't find any footage from it. Like, it's so scarce. So scarce. And Lingo is like the darling child of the how about a dud so horrible it's never even aired? Didn't I already do one of those? Oh yeah, Our Little Genius. You know what? If I could find some footage, otherwise I wouldn't have anything to talk about. The other dud that I would love to talk about is I mentioned it before. The Moment of Truth. Yeah, I want to review The Moment of Truth. All right, we got to vote for Powerball. Go ahead and vote for the next event, guys. I got another vote for Powerball. Ah, weakest link. There you go. Another vote for Powerball. Powerball. Joust. Looks like we're going to go for Powerball. Yep. All right, we're going to go for Powerball. With gold, and check this out, autumn colors. Now, there is the one way this has been getting harder is that the timer has actually been reducing in time. So in the first round, you have 60 seconds on the clock. In this round, I think you only have 40. I'd have to rewind to see, but I'm only one away from getting that one up that I oh so desperately need. There we go. Okay. Extra points. Not that they mean anything. Just like Whose Line Is It Anyway? I remember someone asked. This is the last level before the Eliminator. I remember someone asked about Whose Line Is It Anyway? I love that show. You're right. It doesn't really fall into the category of game show though. So, all right. Let's see here. Joust, Cannonball, or Assault. Cannonball. You're referring to the Legends of the Hidden Temple movie, Golden Glee Gamer. I think I have a copy on iTunes. They sold it on iTunes. I know that. Okay, looks like well, I cover concentration. Maybe. Okay, Cannonball, Joust. Just check something here. Okay. By the way, how many of y'all were sitting here by Linkara? I haven't seen anything on the new Carmen Sandiego. Okay, looks like the vote is for Cannonball, so we're going to go with Cannonball. What I like is this starts you off easy. This is like an identical copy of the second of Nitro in round one. All right, now on. Okay, yeah. Ugh. Ooh, ouch. 5 lives left. And it happened again. Okay, there we go. That's the only reason I jumped early on that. I wanted the gloves. Because I want that free life now. I really want it. Okay. Hey, you know, Craig, that's actually not a bad idea. Doing an episode on game show hosts. That's actually not a bad idea at all. I might have to steal that from you. Likewise. Why do all our game show favorites have to get old? It's no fair. Oh, that's right. I heard about Dale. Oh, yeah. Ninja Warrior, the Japan game show. Probably not. Yeah, I probably won't end up doing that one. All right, Jouster, Assault, mainly because, you know, it takes clips from different Japanese game shows and puts them together and just kind of dubs over them. I don't really consider it a... Yeah, that's the one. I don't really consider it, you know, a true, you know, game show in that regard, so... All right, let's see. We got 29 people watching. Nice. And 10 likes. Cool. Joust, joust, joust. In it to win it. That sounds familiar. In it to win it. You mean minute to win it? D3? Okay, assault. Looks like a lot of these, looks like a lot on Joust, so we're gonna go with Joust. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, okay. Alright. It's always a safe bet that this guy's going to be an overhit or an underhit. This here is one of my little dogs right here. Yes, the Sarah episode on Game Show Scandals will be uploaded, but we have some more work to do on that one. So it'll be released when it's ready. All right, here we go. See, here's the thing. They have patterns, but you can easily screw them up. Okay, and over here. Oh, that was dangerous. But I win. Yeah. She has her own things to take care of. So yeah, no Sarah for this live stream. Maybe Sarah in a future live stream, but I can't guarantee anything. Greed or winning lines. You know what? I want to do an episode on greed. I just can't find enough footage. I'd love to do an episode on greed. Everyone's favorite game show made this decade. Okay, 2010 to... Well, they haven't been made yet, but 2020. All right. Friend or Foe. You know what? Yeah, I know about Friend or Foe, hosted by Kennedy. I remember that show quite well. I'll have to... yeah. I'll have to see about getting footage for that. I rather liked Friend or Foe, actually. Friend or Foe, Russian Roulette, and Whammy, I believe. Sit with me, Angel. I don't know, she just wants my attention or what. Okay, onward to Assault. Okay, this is the toughest one of all because I need to hit the gladiator 6 times. Trust me, no shame in going for the finish line in this one. Did I just shoot the wall? I didn't even know that was possible to shoot the wall, but I think I just shot the wall. Oh, 1 life down. Oh, I'm down to 4. In case you wonder why I keep pausing, you can actually see my lives up there. In fact, that actually gives you a little bit of information. That's how many lives you've got on the left, and on the right is how many times you need to hit the gladiator. Yeah, a lot of people want me to do episodes of Wheel of Fortune. Scrabble, Clue, Monopoly. Scrabble is on the review queue, and it has been for a while. I just need time to actually do it. So... You know, it's a heavy part of the storyline and all that stuff, so Ah! Oh! Oh, I thought I had one more hit. Nope. And I just lost one too. Okay, 3 hits, 3 lives remaining. You know, if okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna try to hit him. Ah! You just heard a little woof from my other little dog here. No! I'm not even going for the weapons anymore. I'm just making a straight run to the finish line. No! I'm down to 1 life. Alright guys, listen. If I don't make it to the eliminator here, I need a vote right now. Should I continue? Because I will get a free continue. And redo this whole level. Or should I just or should we just move on to the last game? Because I've been on the air for about an hour now. Come on. Over here. Over here. There we go. Finish line! Alright. You know, the gladiators never had a tank. Okay. Okay, now, here's the thing. Yes, I do have a continuation. I have 1 continue, so I will basically lose here in the eliminator, and then I get an additional 5 lives. So I'm going to hope to finish the eliminator for y'all, and then we'll do the NES game, or the SNES game, and that won't take all that long. So, all right, let's do this thing. Last gladiator is Blaze. You don't even get the option. You just kind of go. So here we go. Welcome to the eliminator. We have gone full-on platformer. These are the I-beams, by the way. They look totally different from what the game show looks like. And by the way, those balls popping up, according to the instruction manual, they are medicine balls, which, as you well know, do have their basis on the real show. There were, gladiators tossing up medicine balls. They were not like this. And you might also be wondering, one of the... and there we go. Okay, like the gladiators think you played so well, they want you to come back and try again. Here's take down that password if you ever have this game. Alright, so, yeah, here we go. Like I said, take down that password if you have this game. That'll get you to the finals. This continue actually puts you right back in the eliminator. So, 5 lives in the eliminator. Here we go. I don't think I can do Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? Again, I want to, but there... You know how much footage I've seen of Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? That hasn't been taken down by YouTube? I've seen the intro, and that's all I have. I think Sony's really protective of that show for some reason. Also, the controls here are very, very stiff. That's the only way to deflect the medicine balls is to do that. Now, here's what sucks. You can actually get knocked off this thing. This is the hand bike. You can get cleanly knocked off this thing by the medicine balls. Now, you might also be... Oh, and there. Yep, you see? On the brighter side of things, that's a checkpoint. Every single one of these is a checkpoint. Now, you might also be wondering, where are the treadmills? Here they are. They decided to move them to this part. Ah, this game sucks. 3 lives remaining. By the way, I know I said this game sucks. I don't really mean that. I'm not gonna lie, I loved the game show, and I do rather enjoy this game. And I'm gone. Back to the handbike. I believe I've got 2 lives left. Once this run ends, be it on a platform at the end, or in defeat, again, I'm going to switch over to the SNES version, so... Whether or not you're rooting for me, I don't really care. I'm barely rooting for me. And sorry I can't really look at the live chat, but this kind of requires some level of concentration, so... Sorry about that. Handbike! Oh. Alright, so... If you're keeping score, it was I-beams, handbike, treadmills, handbike, and zip lines. Yes, plural. If I count them right, I believe there are 9 of them. And this is just a simple game of timing. Done. No, there was no. Let's see. The first robotics. I've heard of it, but yeah. Thank you. This is how the game ends. Actually, not really. This is just the end screen you get. Those are, of course, the gladiators and the 2 contenders. I guess you can just pick which one you're most alike. The male one on the on the left and the female one on the right. I guess. What would my gladiator name be? Reviewer, obviously. No, I like that. Okay, that's actually better. Nocturnal donut. Whammy. Yeah, I'd be Whammy. Oh, God, and I'd be the easiest gladiator to go up against. Okay, so that was the original American Gladiators. Stay tuned. I need to adjust some stuff, but we're going to go to a break right quick. Hopefully this will only take a few minutes. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hang on. Yeah, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Sorry about that. I had this muted. All right. So yeah, someone said there. Someone said 16-bit version is more faithful to the actual show. Yes, it is. That's not a good thing. Yeah, I know. That's me. That's the game show reviewer saying that. Here we go. So here we have ice. By the way, I want you to know that I have popped this cartridge in the I popped this cartridge in the Nintendo the first time yesterday. Okay, I have not played this. I have not played this before. I like you actually get some information on the gladiators. All right, Games Galore, thank you for joining. The whole thing will be on YouTube for you to see later on. All right, so Lace, Blaze. You know, I will also admit the pictures are actually fairly decent for 16 bits. By the way, I'm sure you saw my Press Your Luck review. Jim and I was on Press Your Luck. So then we got Laser. And then we got Turbo. That's true, you two might decide to take it down, and if they do, that's their right. Alright, so we're just going to do one-on-one. We're not going to do the full tournament, mainly because, oh my god, I suck at this game. By the way, I actually like how, like, every 16-bit game or every Super Nintendo game, they have that sort of pixely transitions. Let's see if we can fit Reviewer in there. Actually, I already know we can't. So I'll put my initials, Game, Show, Reviewer. Okay, yeah, history did repeat itself on Whammy, although it wasn't because of any cheating this time, or any memorization of the board, because that's actually impossible. That's actually a good episode. I rather enjoy that. I thought that Jamie was really gearing up for a win, and then she just really, blew it. So, all right, let's do this thing. Unlike the other ones, this one doesn't give you an option of what event you go with. They actually always come in the same order. So the first one will be Assault, and we're playing against Thunder. So, like I said, I'll give it credit in the fact that it's themed as close to the real show as possible. The problem is these controls are terrible. Like, I honestly can't figure out. And yeah, there you go. Didn't even take a shot. Okay, that was Assault. Wow, okay. Let's see. So, Human Cannonball against Laser. Alright, so let's do it. Okay, so I guess we just have to wait for the bars to fill. Or actually, I believe the center one, the second bar is for direction. I don't like that you have to choose all this ahead of time. Oh no! And gone. Why would you wager that, Golden Glee Gamer? Oh yes, thank you for that compliment on my Pop Quiz Hotshot review. Oh, this is awesome. 0-0. All right, so Atmosphere. This is the one event that the NES did not even attempt to replicate. Yeah, these controls are horrible. Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't do math that quickly. Yes, this game is ridiculously hard, mainly because the controls are awful. I mean, yeah. Okay, so there's one. I will say this. I mean, they did sort of replicate Atmosphere fairly decently. I mean, the physics are pretty awful. I kind of wish they went for the other the other rules of Atmosphere, which were that you only had to run over the pod. You didn't have to sit in the pod for a certain amount of time. Okay, so let's take it. I'm going for this one. Nope. Okay, I'm going to go for that one. Okay. Let me out. There we go. Yeah, these controls are really awful. I'm actually amazed I'm getting that good of a score. I mean, wow. A lot better than I got last night. Okay. Oh, I almost died. Yeah, the controls are extremely stiff, and yeah. Yeah, thank you. Plump Game Show host, for that little bit of information. Yeah, I'm not doing so great, am I? Up next is Joust. Oh god, Joust is horrible. All right, well, get ready for Sean to have some points here. Look at this. I mean, I'm gonna say this: the original, the Nintendo, the NES version, it's set up very much like an adventure. I mean, it truly is kind of adventure quest-like. This, on the other hand, I mean, this one is trying so hard to emulate. And by the way, I'm just mashing buttons. I don't even know what I'm really doing. I'm just kind of mashing buttons here. This one is trying so hard, to emulate, the game show that it's, I don't know, in my opinion, it's just not really working. The controls are really awful. Again, I'm just kind of mashing buttons. Yay, I lose. Wow, the other player's even worse. Yeah, he probably did, and you know what? I probably touched his platform, I guess. Sorry about the occasionally bad connection there. Okay, yeah, looks like we're back up to normal. Okay, on to Powerball, and like I said, this is, yeah. Once again, awful controls, because I'm still not sure what button you have to push in order to grab a ball. I just kind of get lucky when I grab one. I mean, okay, let me go to the other side. Are y'all seeing this weird artifacting, or is it just my screen here? Come on, grab one. Grab. How did I miss? I was right there. Ow. Like I said, these controls are awful. What's really not helping is that, at least in the other game, they emulated that mechanic of, you had to run to the other side by only putting one ball at a time on either side. So it very clearly showed you, it very clearly showed you, where to go. Let's see. Yeah. Want to guess who's going to have a lead in the Eliminator? By the way, I only just kind of figured out, it was like a second run through that I figured out the Eliminator controls, and even that's just a barely. I'm still not sure about it, so we'll see how it goes. Anyways, this is the wall. Remember what I said earlier about, what would the real wall look like in 8 bits? Well, this is close enough. This is 16 bits, and here's what it looks like. It looks like this. Figure this one out. I mean, again, I'm mashing buttons, and I'm not quite sure which one moves me. get pulled off the wall here, unless... Yep, gone. And I like how the other one just makes it look so effortless. Boom, at the top. That's what the wall looks like in you know, Nintendoverse. So those are the 6 events of the Super Nintendo American Gladiators. Final score: Game Show Reviewer 7, Sean. Yeah, well, I'm not really in it to win it, you know. And besides, like I said, the Eliminator is awful. So, okay, ready? Watch this. If I've understood this correctly, you not only have to hold the D-pad, but your controls for moving are the shoulder buttons. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because it's the only way I can actually move. And then, you know, the hand bike. And then, you know... Okay, well, at least I didn't have to deal with that. Okay. Come on. Oof. No, don't stop for the camera. Just go. Woo! Hey, look at that. I actually won the Eliminator. No, I didn't. Wait a minute. You had a choice of lanes to go through as to which, you know. Come on. Let me through. Okay. Oh, come on! At the very least, get across the finish line. Jeez. There's your final score. 12-31. That was American Gladiators for the Super Nintendo. It is awful. Again, sorry for the bad connection there. Yeah, it is awful. I mean, I wanted this game so badly when I was a kid, but yeah, I never got it. Not Undercover Cop. The website's up there and all that, so yeah, you're good. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so, alright. That is American Gladiators on Super Nintendo. I am actually quite happy I didn't get that when I was a kid. So, we're going to go ahead and go back to the full cam, because that is the end of our live stream. I want to thank you all for joining in. I think we had a good time. Hopefully you all did. Leave me some comments when the video goes live. Say hi to Linkara for me if he sent you. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. I am your game show reviewer, reviewing the game show greats and the occasional dud. Maybe we'll do this again sometime. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.